Hi Libra. Oh my god, Libra. I just did the most insane reading for Virgo. It really was crazy. It's so interesting though, but it was extremely heavy reading, especially at the start. But as soon as I moved into Libra and I was like, doing the transition from that energy into yours for your reading, I just can't stop smiling. It's so different. Like, the energy feels so different to what I just did in the other reading. I have no idea what's going to come forward in this reading, but I'm smiling a lot, and I saw a big picture of a sunflower one as soon as I removed from Virgo and connected to you. So hopefully that means it's going to be a nice reading. So Virgo, no, Libra. I'm sorry if I call you Libra. I won't. Oh my god, I'm sorry if I call you Virgo. Oh my god. Okay, I can't focus. Like, I feel so giddy and like smiley. So maybe that's gonna come through in the reading, in the cards maybe. I feel very like giddy. Just really giddy. Sorry if I call you Virgo. This is a reading for Libra. Libra, these are general messages, okay? So I hope there's something in here for you. If not, hopefully there'll be something in the next one. Just please don't try and force the message to fit. If it resonates, that's great. If it doesn't, no worries. Hopefully the next video will have something for you. There's no dates on these readings, Libra, so hopefully when the message finds you, it's fine for then. Like, there's no restrictions, no boundaries, time's fluid, so yada yada yada. And then also, Libra, feel free to reverse and swap the energies. If I'm interpreting one side of the reading as you and I'm saying this is Libra, but you're resonating more with the other side, that's absolutely fine. It's just far easier for me to do it from one perspective and channel it that way, because otherwise it can get a bit confusing swapping and reversing. So you do whatever you need to do, Libra, but hopefully there is something in here for you. So Libra, I want to start with animal spirits straight away. Oh, damn that. Whoa, okay, completely different from the energy that I was channeling, but we're gonna go with it. Okay, so bat. Give me a minute. Oh, okay, yeah, no, it's come to me already. Okay, bat. Right, what can we see in this image? Okay, bats. Bats are within the realm of the night, right? Okay, they're within the realm of the darkness. So that feels like a past energy, Libra. Something about your recent past was incredibly heavy, incredibly like shrouded in darkness. Like, they didn't feel like there was much light, much joy, maybe. Like, maybe it was even a bit sorrowful, a bit isolated, maybe. Yeah, I'm hearing like the lone bat, which is weird because like usually we'd say that about wolves, even though they move in packs. Why do we say that? Like, lone wolf, they move in packs. Anyway, it feels very much like, in the past, in your recent energy, you were in this kind of like a dark place in your life, maybe even a dark night of the soul, right? But as I was saying before, all this like giddy energy and like I can't stop smiling. Look at this huge moon that's just come in. It's like a presence has just bouldered its way into your life and just bing, it's like this giant light bulb's just gone on, and it's like you were kind of feeling a little bit like lost before, or it's not even like lost or disorientated or confused, just you were kind of, yeah, there just wasn't much happiness. Everything felt quite flat, maybe a bit monotonous. Like, nothing was really kind of, yeah, just flat. Nothing was really changing too much. It was just kind of like, I'm just kind of seeing like this bat just kind of going round and round in circles in the dark. And then suddenly, this huge presence comes in, this moon. This might be a person, this might be a situation, a new job that you got, a new project that you've started working on, something like that. But it's like something's come through and just brought an incredible amount of lightness, an incredible amount of lighter feelings, lighter emotions, because it's the moon, right? So it's our emotions, it's our tides. Whatever that moon represents, I'm sure you'll instantly know. But it's just brought, I want to say it's brought an incredibly high vibration into your environment. An incredibly high vibration. It's like something about this presence or this situation, this opportunity. It's like it's I don't like this whole kind of vibration talk. I don't really like it, but this is how I'm going to try and interpret it for you. It's like this moon thing is kind of operating up here, right? Because the moon, even though the bat flies, right? The bat is in the sky. The moon is like in space, right? The moon's in space. It's like completely out of Earth's atmosphere. So I'm not in any way saying that whatever this moon represents, if it's a person, that they're above you. That is absolutely not what I'm saying at all. But there's something about like the medicine of this person or the medicine of the situation that is operating at something that is higher. Like it's bringing in something like almost like a divine element. It's bringing in like a divine element, a divine frequency with it, a divine energy. It wants me to end that card there. So I'm going to move into the fairies. What else can we get about this bat and the moon? Oh, so cute! The bat and the moon. Yeah, what was I saying before, Libra? We've got the feline, right? This is the card of like weighted baggage. Do you see how like he's bent over and crippled? It looks like ill health, right? He doesn't look well like at all. He looks incredibly sort of bent over, frail. Like he's carrying like so much weight, so much burden. And he's looking back into the past, right? He's looking back behind his shoulders. Sorry if you can hear my housemates, by the way. I did ask them to be quiet, but you know, you might hear them in the background. He's looking back over his shoulders, like he's looking back into the past, and he looks so like, God, look at that furrowed brow. He looks so frustrated or angry or just like sad. Like, sorry, I'm getting messages coming through. Just moved you. And this is what I was saying about before, like you were kind of circling within this very like dark, just sort of like I was saying, lacking in light, lacking in feeling light, feeling free, like not even feeling free, just like depression, I guess. The most basic way of putting it is probably like depression, attached to depression that's attached to looking back through the past, looking back over the shoulder, right, at what's been. That's why I was saying it feels like a past energy, because that's not where you are right now. God, the cards just keep they just keep repeating recently, like in readings. Okay, we've got the Dark Lady, who's the Dark Priestess, the Priestess of Shadows. We have Mikala Muckle, and then we have Fairies of the Future. So this is exactly what I was saying, right? This is like the past energy, this is where you are now, and this is like the changing of timelines, okay? You're currently going through like a big timeline shift. Whatever this moon catalyst is that sort of made its way into your life, it's moved you out of this dark night of the soul, right? Because that's what the priestess rules over. She rules over the dark night of the soul. She rules over us. It's basically Hecate, or it's Persephone. Why did I say Persephone? Persephone, right? If we're looking at archetypal energies, it's that movement of going right down into the darkest parts of our own shadow, or into dark parts of emotions, dark parts of society. You know, like that's kind of the realm that she rules over, okay? Like she rules over like trauma, addictions, yeah, like just extremely heavy, rough energies that some of us have to move through, right? That's what she rules. That's what you've been guided through, right? That is you. It's like you've been through that. You've been on this journey. You've been on her journey now, and you've gained your wings. It's like she ushered you through this journey, because something in your soul agreed to go through that. Like your soul agreed to go through that experience, right? Because you gained something from it. Whether you're privy to that knowledge or not, I kind of feel like you are privy to that knowledge though. But like, you were ushered through by this goddess, by this divine being, a guide, you know, you were ushered through it because you chose to. And it's like you've gained your wings now. It's like you've gone through it. It's almost like baptism of fire, right? It's that kind of a thing, baptism of fire. And now that you've gone through that, you've gained so much wisdom, so much freedom, freedom of the mind, freedom of thought, that's what's really coming through. You've gained a lot of freedom of thought, and have been gifted your wings. It's like you've earned your crown now. Like you went through, you earned your badge of honor. You got what it was from that experience, or from those experiences that you needed to get, that you agreed to go through in order to get, right? A certain level of wisdom, of knowledge for the soul. And you achieved it. Okay? So that was the past. Mikala Muckle. This is the card. Sorry, I have so much hair. It just gets everywhere. This is Mikala Muckle, right? This is the card of divine inner child, right? Divine inner child, literally in the book it talks about like, you know, it's an energy of just giggling, you know, like a little bit of a prankster, not taking life seriously, just very, very childlike play. It's so innocent, it's so light-hearted. And it's like that's what's been born out of the dead leaves of your past. Do you see how he's got like a little acorn on his head? And then he's like within all these like autumn leaves, all these like crispy dead leaves. It's like you went through that whole process of the tree from like seed, then the tree grew, the tree died. That's a metaphor for that whole process. And from the dead leaves that went on the ground, from the ending of that situation, the ending of that darkness that you came through, like this innocent, childlike sense of wonder, sense of enchantment, of just like pure giddiness, pure happiness was kind of like born from that and like brought through that. Like the egg was cracked and that's what came out of it. Okay, fairies of the future, this is those shifting timelines, right? And this just goes back to this moon. It's like that you've moved out of that phase right now, okay? It's like that timeline's ended, truly ended now, and now we're moving straight into a new timeline. Because you see how she's pregnant here? And in the book it literally says it's like she's pregnant with the possibilities of the future. And this is kind of what because you've ended this chapter or this period of your life, because that's finished now, even though you had a few loose ends that you were tying up for a little while after, because that's ended now, it's like now that's why the moon's come through. That's why the moon has come into your awareness, into your environment, whoever or whatever it is that it represents for you. It's come in at the right time. Fairies of the future, divine timing, right? It's coming at the right time because it's the start of a new chapter now. Libra, it's the start of a new chapter. Okay. Boom, that went out. 6 of Wands. This is you conquering. Like literally this is you conquering. God, I wish it would focus. Okay, so basically it's a woman, ignoring the gender, it's someone on a horse. And then there's like all this sort of like peasant yeah, the mob, basically, the mob. And what was I saying? Oh my god, what was I saying about a baptism of fire, right? You went through a baptism of fire, and this is what they're doing here. Like all these people, it's like shame, or you know, they're mobbing them. You know, it's like a lot of directed, fierce, harsh energy directed at this individual here, which is you, Libra. Right? You went through this baptism of fire, but you escaped on your horse of freedom. That's so weird. Like it's pure victory. Oh, beautiful. Okay, bottom of the deck, King of Cups, or in this deck it's actually the Angel of Cups. Okay, so what is the King of Cups? King of Cups rules emotions, right? The King of Cups is the master of one's emotions, the master of one's emotional state. He is balanced, he's steady, he is light of heart, light of mind, right? And as we were saying before, was the card. What was I saying about you being given your wings? God, look how big his wings are in this picture. Like, they just envelop pretty much the whole card. Like, it's ridiculous. And that's what I'm saying. It's like that. You have reached recently an incredible pinnacle point in your journey, right? It's like maybe there was a few times where maybe you thought that you were free from that past energy. You kind of felt like, yeah, I've moved away from it now, you know, it's no longer lingering around me, but for some reason it would just circle back around. What was I saying about the bat's just like circling back through darkness. It was just like, it's almost like his echolocation was slightly off, right? There was something that was like distorting it slightly, and its echolocation is how it moves, right? It's how it navigates. Something was kind of distorting that, and that's why you were going around in circles. But now we've moved. God, there's so many winged beings in this. I've just realised the bat's winged as well. So what was I saying? It's like you had your wings, you did escape this situation, or you moved out of this energy, right? But you were in the bat energy rather than this kind of angelic King of Cups energy here. So, you know, your echolocation was off. You were sort of still circling within that energy sometimes, or it was still lingering. It was still impacting you heavily. But moving forward now, because of this divine timing and this huge sort of moon that's coming in, that's just brightening everything up. It's just like ping, lifting so much heaviness. And almost like, I know this is a window, but that just kind of, just for a split second, looked like a moon there. Even though I know it's a window, but it just kind of did. Now it's like you've mastered it, right? Libra's finally mastered it, right? There is so much clarity that's going to start coming in, so much lightness of heart, lightness of emotions. Like the environment is going to feel even lighter as well. Something about that. I need to get more on there. There's something else that wants to come through. Hold on. Which deck do I want? Which deck? This one. There's something with that King of Cups that wants to come through. Unity. Oh my god, that's beautiful. Unity. Damn. Hold on, but I called you Virgo then, because I literally just did the Virgo reading. Sorry. I just did the reading, so that's why I said that. Sorry. You feel whole, Libra, right? Because this is one. This is I. Do you see how this energy is like wrapping around itself in a plait? Like you're coming into a sense of such wholeness. It's like you finally feel like you've found your center. You finally feel like you found your balance, right? Because I'm also seeing like these look like stag antlers, right? Like everything, you are balance. You're Libra, right? You're the scales, so you are balance. Everything in your life, you're always trying to find the balance, and something knocked you so far out of balance in the past, and you know you were struggling to kind of bring that element back into your life. And it's like, what was I saying about this brand new chapter that's just starting? Everything feels like it's coming into balance. Everything is starting to feel like it's coming together now within you. And because everything is starting to come together within you, so too your external environment, your external relationships, your external situations, they are also starting to come into balance. And when we're in balance, right, when we're in tune with our central source, right, because this is like the live wire, right, it's the central wire. When we are completely plugged into that, our central line of energy, our central source, when we're tapped into that authentic state of who we are, that authentic state of balance, that authentic state of self-empowerment, right, because look how powerful he is here with his wings sitting on his throne. You're moving into this space of so much self-empowerment. But when we're in that state, it's like we naturally attract everything that resonates with that. Everything, it's like for like, it like everything just starts falling into place. Everything starts, all the little threads start tying together now. It's like everything's starting to sort of, oh god, it feels so nice the way it's coming through and the way that I'm reading it, but like I'm trying to communicate it across. It's really hard putting it into words. I'm just seeing, maybe it's easier if I just explain what I'm seeing. So like I'm seeing this entire picture in motion basically. It's like Libra's in the middle, right? You're this ball of light here in the middle, right? And then it's like all these little threads, like out in the universe, out amongst the cosmos, are all starting to be pulled into you now. Like you're pulling them into your life, like people who resonate much more authentically with who you are as a person, situations that resonate much more with where you're heading in life and what it is that you're here to achieve. It's like everything's starting to fall together. All these little threads of the tapestry of your life are starting to all just thread together beautifully and starting to come together now because you found this balance finally. And this is what I was saying about this moon that's being brought in. It's like this moon is just bringing in like so much light, so many gifts, so much like, and what was I saying about you feeling complete and whole in yourself, right? Complete and whole. And this moon is a full moon, which is so beautiful. God, it's like you feeling complete, Libra, and that is so beautiful. Like you did it. I want to say you did it. Like you did it. Libra did it. High five, Libra. High five. Kind of wants to end there. That was a really beautiful reading. Oh, Libra, I hope there was something in there for you. I hope that resonated with you. If it didn't, hopefully there'll be something in my later videos for you. But yeah, that was beautiful. Libra, I'm sending you so much love. I'm sending you so much light. I hope you have a beautiful day, a beautiful evening, wherever you are, whatever time you're watching this. And hopefully I'll see you in my next video. Mwah. Bye, Libra.